It's Tia. It's been a Mississippi minute, but we bite, baby.
What's up, Pink Posse? It's your girl, Ja. And yup, we back at it like a crack addict.
It's your girl, Jiggy, aka Tanika. Listen, pull up on us. It's time to cut up, because we back.
What's up, Pink Posse? It's your girl, Kogi, and we're back. Pink Sunday Radio.
Well, hello. It's your girl, Kogi, and we are back for another edition of Noah's Ark bonus episode. Tonight, we watched 2 episodes once again, but of course, I have to introduce my lovely co-host, Tia. What's up at the top?
Hello.
Tanika, below me.
Hey, y'all.
And we have my girl, Ja.
What's up, Noah's Ark family?
Yes, what is up, Noah's Ark family? That feels so different,
Right?
yet still sounds very good, you guys. So even though we are in a different element, I don't know, how y'all feeling about this different element? We're on video now.
I mean, feeling good, feeling great.
I'm liking it so far.
I'm liking it so far. I see you up top, Miss Tia, drinking your fancy cocoa and all that good stuff. So episode 5 was titled Nothing Going On But the Rent. Would you agree that the rent was paid, or was the rent due and unpaid?
The rent was due. Past due. It was hella late. Then to be evicted late. Yeah.
Oh my God. They wasted a lot of postage. This episode. That's for damn sure. Okay, so we're gonna start with Noah, Alex, Ricky, Chance at the swap meet. Now my thing is, did we know that T Money worked at the swap meet? No, we didn't, right? When he handed out the business cards, you guys, there was no swap meet.
It didn't say anything but T Money.
Right. I don't even know if he had a phone number on there.
Okay, that's
I
what
didn't
I was
think
trying to.
phone number either.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, so I didn't know why we were at the Crenshaw swap meet. You know, I love me a good swap meet. I can't even lie. We have some, King's Flea Market. Shout out to you. Yeah, but I didn't know who worked there. And we see Chance is dressed in his thug finery.
I wouldn't say finery, but thug dress.
Okay. It was
cosplay is what it was.
It was giving Crip Walk. It was giving Crip Walk. It was giving
Tupac little cousin.
It was giving Nip. It was giving Nip come up. Had his little old English. Hey, for the old schoolers, I can't help you if you don't know what OE is.
How you know that was an OE?
Because it was in the bag, baby.
Yeah.
He had a 40 of OE. You already know what time it is. Snoop done told us.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Y'all telling y'all age.
They are. Listen.
Old. Somebody old, not me though.
Ain't me.
Somebody
not
old.
Me.
I don't know what no OE is. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Girl, I ain't gonna even go there. I ain't gonna even go there with you. Okay. So what are we thinking about these thug lessons, child? Because what do we think about these thug lessons going on?
Why are we taking thug lessons?
Why?
I
Why are we
thought we was done with everything having to do with Eddie. We don't need no thug lessons. We are a college professor. Let's be that.
That's
my biggest problem with Eddie likes. Like, let's move on from Eddie and what he likes and dislikes and what he wants and doesn't want. Like, I'm over everything about him. and Chance is doing this for him after they like, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I think it's
After they
because of
broke up.
Ricky.
He what? What you
Oh,
said?
what he said, that thing he said about if you were more of a thug, would he have stepped out?
Right. He was like, if you
Yeah.
give him a little thug, maybe he wouldn't have stepped out, which I think is unfair because I think I think Chance should be able to be Chance. You know, Eddie knew what he was getting into when he hooked up with Chance.
Right.
It's also unfair because Chance, up until that point, didn't even know that's something that Eddie wanted. Like, he may have tried. Well, honestly, they probably wouldn't have been together if he had known
I
that.
mean,
It doesn't make sense.
right.
But did you guys see Quita on the timeline when she said that
Hmm.
probably the reason why they're together is because Eddie needed a babysitter and a housekeeper?
Mm,
All the times I watched this, I've never thought that, but point was made.
A point was made, and I actually had to just sit for like 5 minutes and reflect. I was like, so he was basically plucked from daddy daycare. You know what? It was a lineup. It was a suit and tie lineup, and Chance was number 3. Yep.
oh, not number 3.
Well,
He
what
wasn't
you
even the
want?
first pick.
Okay, well, girl, don't you think that Eddie looks like the type to go to a number 3?
What?
Eddie
We don't
Yeah.
know much about Eddie.
looks like
We
he
don't.
could be lucky to get number 3, to be
I
honest.
mean,
I mean,
I'm
let's
still
be
trying.
fucking for real.
For me, I'm just still trying to figure out how they met. Like,
It makes
how
no
did-
sense.
They met at a beach party or something, didn't they?
Right.
Say it?
You
In one
know
of the
what?
later episodes, it was at a beach party, but
You know,
See, I know what
think it would
happened. They
be
met at that
worse.
beach party.
you
What'd you
know
say?
what?
I said
Chance
I think
had
it
on
would
his
be
Speedo.
worse. That's the only thing. Because to
That's
me, at
right.
a beach thing, Chance would be even more Chance.
Yeah,
So-
But
in
Chance,
his
remember he said
Speedo
he
or
had the
whatever,
black
he wasn't
Speedo
giving
on.
homo thug, and that's what Eddie was looking for. So
No, he
Chance
was giving
why
big,
are
big
we here?
energy in that little black Speedo that he was showing them. Remember, he said, this is the same
That's
Speedo
right.
I had on when I met
Oh my
Chance.
God,
So
he sure
Eddie,
did.
Eddie saw that big kielbasa sandwich.
You know what, Ja? You know what? You know what? Okay.
it wasn't
giving-
enough though, because he still went
He
from
wanted that
for the
meatball
22-year-old
sub.
and Dewey. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Wasn't
Not
enough.
that do it. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Like, because my thing is, it just seems like they're so opposite. Like, it's one
Mhm.
thing to want to have someone who has different, likes, and so that you can grow together, etc. But they just seem just completely opposite, where
Mhm.
you sit on one end of the couch and never want to be next to each other. I can't explain it. It just seems like,
No, that's exactly it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, there's no commonality there. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know.
What
I
is
don't know.
it? Do we know what Eddie actually does for work? I think
We're-
we know it's corporate something.
It's corporate, because remember the 2 wives, Victoria
Yeah.
Rao. So the guy, doesn't him and Eddie work together? So it's definitely corporate, like
It's
you
corporate,
said.
but I don't think we have a
Finance
position
or
like he's an
something? Yeah.
accountant or
Yeah.
anything
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still hate this relationship. I don't think I'll ever like it.
forever.
Like, no.
What episode did we learn that it was corporate?
I think it was when
When the wives
the
came over.
wives came, I thought.
Right.
I don't know.
He
Is
brought
that
the
this
boss.
season or is this next season?
That
Oh,
was
okay.
That-
I don't
think
remember
it's next-
nothing
I
that
think
didn't
it's
happen in
next
the 6
season.
episodes
Yeah, I
we
think it's
watched.
next
already,
season.
so I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's next
Okay.
season.
All right.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Lord Jesus, do we want to talk about Noah and this notice of his? And I will say, so for me, I felt like it was really, really cute Noah and Wade in the little Hummer having their little arguments, and him kind of nitpicking little disorganization, in the Hummer, and then Wade kind of doing the like, damn baby, relax, chill out, what's going on? And then him spilling about, okay, 3-day notice, and and then he pulls out the checkbook. Oh, okay, what is it? I'm your man, right? Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. But then he kind of threw back up in his face. Like, how did y'all feel about that whole conversation? Because I feel like, yeah, you're my man, but at the same time, I still feel like I would owe you later. Maybe it's just me, but I didn't know if there's a possibility I would owe you later. I wasn't sure in that moment. Maybe it's just me. It was like, I'm your man, right? Yeah, but nigga, will I owe you next week? I don't know. I didn't get that vibe of just, hey, baby, I'm helping you out. Love you. I don't know. It didn't come off a certain way for me.
Really? You didn't? Okay, so I'm gonna say this. First of all, I think Noah has some fucking nerve to be irritated about how Wade's spending his fucking money because you ain't got your shit together. Like, that's first and foremost. Wade buying his, what was it, a $3,000, $7,000 plasma TV and got fuck to do with the fact that you ain't been paying your goddamn rent. And the fact that they've only been dating, I think it's either in this episode or next episode that they've been dating a few weeks. And your man, who only been he just became your man, he ain't even fully registered his, his gay card in. He's still on the fence. But your man pulled his wallet out. He didn't ask no questions. But how much does it cost? So to me, I felt like that I didn't get the vibes that Wade would be like, okay, now you owe me. Because to me, it wasn't until he really just started telling him, like, and he was being a buck with him. You cannot provide for yourself, so you need to get a real job. But before he got there, he showed Noah the money. He pulled the check out. He said, I'm your man. Your rent ain't due? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. And he started signing the motherfucking check. So I didn't get that Wade would be, feeling like you owe me. I felt like he was trying to take care of his man.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, Wade has never given me that he would be like that. It was just, this is what I'm supposed to do. You're behind on your rent. Right. I'm your man. I got excess disposable income. Obviously, I'm buying $7,000 plasma TVs. Yeah, like it ain't nothing. Yeah.
So, maybe I read his facial expression differently, because it was something he said after that. It was, I need to.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I didn't take that as bad.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
When he was like, until you make some paper, this is a hobby. I personally thought that was points was made.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it was
made. Yes, it was,
because
yes.
I'll say this: the very first scene when they both pull up to the coffee shop, and you got Noah in this convertible and Wade in this Hummer. I remember thinking, what the fuck do they do? Like, why do they have these cars? Because I'm knowing they're writers, and I don't know why. It's probably bad, but in my mind, it's instantly struggling writer. Like, or because we're in West Hollywood, it's expensive just to live. So when they put up these cars, so I was like, okay. So then when Wade is like, okay, I've written for Will Smith and whoever else, I was like, okay. And then Noah was like, in my student films, and I was like, wait, why are you driving this? You dressing like this? But we're on student films. We haven't got any money. I was thinking that. So we get to hear with the rent. So when he says 7,000 is enough to pay my rent, what do you say? 7 months, right? So that
10
makes
months.
his rent 10 months.
10 months.
So he's almost 6 months behind then. And he like shocked to see the paper. Like he was like, "What's this?"
Yeah.
Pulls it
Yeah.
down, and it's like,
At,
you 6 months behind. What do
Yeah.
you mean? What's this? You
Mhm.
lucky you still there. What do you
We
mean?
only owe 4,000.
at what point was he gonna go find a little
That's
part-time job or
5 months.
go down
Mhm.
to the McDonald's?
Mhm.
We was just gonna let the months keep piling up.
Yeah.
You wasn't willing to ask your
Mhm.
friends
Yeah.
for money. You wasn't
And-
taking.
Mhm.
You wasn't asking your man for money. You wasn't
Right.
finding something else to do while you get your writing kicked off. Like what?
Right.
You was
Right.
gonna
And
get.
then-
You was gonna be on the street in a minute, and I'm not understanding what you were
Mhm.
doing.
And then when he meets with them at lunch, they like, "Why didn't you ask us?" And he's like, "Well, you guys have already lent me money." So this has been going on. Like
Right.
this has been happening a good little minute. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of side eyeing the arc because I'm like,
Well,
why
they're
haven't
they're
y'all
Noah's
said-
ark. They
like why
take
haven't
care.
y'all been like, "Hey, go get
It's
some,
time to
like
get a
we
job."
got
Yep.
you, but like we on month 4 and no money is coming in." Because that's a conversation we've never heard them have.
Right.
with
That's
Noah,
their that's
ever.
their baby boy. That's their baby
Mhm.
boy. They look at him a totally different way. But I do see
Mhm.
what you're definitely, most definitely. I just didn't, the way he looked, I think it was just the way he looked when he said that line. And thank you for picking that up, because it wasn't the I'm your man type thing. It was that conversation right after that, Tia. So you picking that up, and it was just his facial expression for me. I'm like, is he saying he's gonna like ask for it back in 2 weeks, or what's going on here? But yeah, you're definitely right. Y'all are all right about that. So yeah, but Noah needs to get his ass together. And yeah, we will talk about that shit, because
So, question: would y'all
Yeah.
have sold your car?
oh, that's a good question. I
would
mean,
have got a job before I
because
sold my car.
yeah, because how am I
Right.
gonna get around? Like, I mean, yeah, with LA, like you got the metro and shit,
Not
but
where they
like,
at in LA.
but not where he. Well, that's what I was just fixing
Yeah,
to say.
not
Like,
where they at.
because like even when I was there, and I was there 3 years after that, and I'm like, bruh,
Mhm.
I would not be riding the bus. Like, I need a
Right through
ride.
them LA streets.
I need a ride. So no,
He
absolutely.
should have
Because-
took that check, paid his damn rent, because you've been giving up all the.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all finna get on me. You've been giving up the 2-tier cakes, okay? You've been
the
you've been
vagina.
busting it open for a real one this whole
Exactly.
time, and your man finally said, "Look, baby girl, I got you." You should have took that check, paid the rent, and used that card to get to the job.
I wouldn't have sold
You're
my
right.
car.
I wouldn't have sold it.
I
At
would have
all.
turned down
I
that
wouldn't
damn check
have.
either.
I
would've
guess
took
no
that
one wanted
check
to be a
back.
man about it.
Tanika, I wouldn't have turned down the check.
Nope.
Wouldn't have sold the car.
I'd have been like, "You right. I'm gonna go get a job tomorrow.
Mhm.
Thank you, boo."
Right.
And
In the
we would've kept it
meantime, let's get some
moving.
whipped cream so I can thank you for this check. But maybe Noah just, Noah is like, we're
Oh my
looking
God.
from it as women, and maybe Noah was like, at the end of the day, I'm a man about mine, and I'm gonna handle my business. But
But
Noah
you
got
can
me
be a
fucked
man.
up.
That's
about
what
yours
he
the next
did,
day.
girl.
You ain't been a man about it up until now. Why? What's one more
I know
day?
that's right.
Girl.
What's one more day?
Tia. Let him serve manhood realness 24 hours ahead. Girl, leave him alone.
Whatever. Natural woman.
Ah,
Let's
you
go.
know what? Girl.
Not natural woman.
Not
See, that's why.
natural.
See, that's what happened. He should have stayed there, because that's why the next episode, Noah was like, "Hold up, I'm a man about mine today." But we get to that. We get to that in the next episode.
And look, while Noah is selling his car, Wade makes the call to Brandy. Brandy
Not
can't
knowing that was his enemy.
not
We'll get to that
knowing,
next episode.
not knowing. Okay, because Brandy was feeling some type of way.
I don't think that's his enemy. I just think she extra messy.
Yeah. I don't think that's the enemy. I just feel like she probably felt a certain type of way about things.
Do you think she knows that they're together at this point? Because all she knows when she left is, I just need you to leave. He didn't explain it either way. Do you think she naturally went to they're together now?
She knew what time it was.
I
feel like Wade has been talking to her. Takes himself.
So you think Wade thinks she's a friend? Tanika, you think Wade thinks she's a friend?
I don't know if he thinks she's a friend, but I think he's talked to her about maybe seeing if she can get him a job. So I think she knows their relationship.
Okay.
I wouldn't put her. Maybe he thinks she's a friend. I don't know.
Because why would he call?
Like a friend as
well, she mentioned in the threesome episode, she says, "Oh, Wade tells me you're a writer," and so he had already been talking Noah up.
Yeah.
And so he probably doesn't, he probably thinking this is what she do. So since Noah didn't call her, I'm gonna call on his behalf.
Yeah.
People don't like Wade. I'm here for Wade, even with all his silliness, because
don't like Wade.
That's what I was just going to say. Who don't like
people who don't like Wade?
Somebody's girlfriend don't like Wade.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Okay. You know what?
But it's a few people and Patrick's, when he did his rewatch, in those comments, it was a lot of people that did not like Wade. And I was like, kind of shocked, because I can see it, but and I'll get to this when we get to the part, because from the beginning of the watch, they were like, Wade tantrum number 1, Wade tantrum number 2.
They got into like baby. They had me because they got into a Noah tantrum one time. It was like their second season. They was like, "Oh, there we go, Noah tantrums." I was like, "Lord," and I was counting. But you gotta admit, that was the one thing that got to me about Wade. Was I was like, "Damn, this thing stay mad." Like, damn, every time you turn around, he is pissed off.
I didn't notice it.
But that's because he wasn't letting Noah, at that time, he was afraid to let Noah get his attitude in check for him and stuff. He wasn't letting him check his temperature. So he probably,
Girl,
running hot.
It took me a minute to figure out where you was going with that.
I knew where she was going.
Sometimes when I get a little cranky all the time, I need a tune-up. You know what I'm saying?
A little attitude adjustment. I got you.
Check your oil.
Because we don't get to the movie.
You know what?
Okay. To the movie before we find out that. What makes you?
Well, because he wasn't there yet.
Yep.
He wasn't ready yet. According to some sources, he wasn't ready till season 2 in that bathroom. I heard from the grapevine.
So Alex is out with the streetwalker. In his Bronco. Y'all like Alex Bronco?
You know what? Tia.
That shit look like a Lego car.
I don't think I even paid attention to this car.
I like the Bronco, but it does look like a Lego car, unfortunately.
I like a little retro,
was it retro? I guess, yeah. Then it was still retro.
Right.
I mean, it is now, shit.
I've never seen, I don't know, it was like a convertible.
Yeah, it was
like a convertible truck.
Let me turn this on and pull this picture up because I don't know what it looked like.
Yeah, it was given
like a Lego truck.
Yeah, it was given something. But yeah, it's Alex, so anything, it works for me.
It was a cute color.
You know what, Ja?
I like to find the
it was beautiful. It was beautiful gowns.
Right. Everybody was so creative.
It was beautiful gowns.
I liked Alex with the glasses.
Yes.
And I really like that look.
I was like,
that goatee. Yeah, I was like,
it was given. Yeah.
Oh.
I was like,
yeah, I was really shocked.
Yeah, Rodney looked really nice.
That was a cute little look.
Mm-hmm.
I looked twice. I said,
it was very distinguished. And then he be Louis down. Like what? Because he's the Louis. I think it's been like 3 Louis bags so far, but he works at the clinic, so I'm confusion.
Here you go.
How much
Here you go.
Baby.
Here you go.
Yeah, what
Tia.
But Trey is a doctor, and he been buying his boo the Louis.
I thought Trey was a nut. Am I bugging? I thought Trey was a nut.
There y'all go. Listen. Yes, Trey is an RN. But what y'all gonna stop doing is getting in these babies' pockets. Tia,
he didn't have no coins.
Now, one thing, Tia's gonna pocket watch all day.
I stay in pockets,
baby.
I don't know what you talking about,
Tia. Okay, this is okay, but Tia. Okay. Now let's go back. Okay, this is year 05. Now, yes, it's Louis. Louis been that bitch. Louis been that bitch. Okay, but if we can Google 05,
the prices were lesser.
Okay.
I don't know if it was I'm working at the HIV clinic lesser.
Right.
But it was lesser.
Okay.
But all I know, if I'm gonna be anywhere, I'm gonna be in a man pocket. That's just me, though.
Okay. And at the end of the day, that was the summary. Okay. At the end of the day, that was the summary.
He is clocking the dollars, the doll hair.
At the end of the day, that is what he is doing. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Alex is helping the guy. I don't want to say streetwalker. I mean,
gentleman of the night.
The gentleman,
of the night. Yeah,
the gentleman of the night.
Streetwalker is the best.
Okay, the gentleman streetwalker. He gave him the opportunity to come in the clinic to get tested for HIV. And I did want to point out that, especially in 90s, early 2000s, testing was very huge. And so that incentive, we don't care what you do with the fucking $40. Okay? We don't give a fuck. We just want you to get tested. That's it. We don't care. We don't have time to worry about what you're doing with the $40. And so today, even in 2023, it is still so important for people to get tested, and they are still giving incentives for testing. They are still giving incentives for testing. They're still giving incentives for research, like egg donation, like everything they are giving incentives to do. And I also wanted to point out, I don't know if y'all are aware, but just, what was that, earlier this week, because I was like, God, I got to mention this on the show. Earlier this week, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration finalized recommendations for assessing blood donor eligibility using a set of individual risk-based questions to reduce the risk of transfusion transmitted HIV. These questions will be the same for every donor, regardless of sexual orientation, sex, or gender. Okay. And it has not been that way for blood donation. If you were LGBTQ, it's always been a discrimination. So I just wanted to put that out there because we're talking about HIV, we're talking about testing. So it just goes to show you not a lot has changed since Noah's Ark. And we've discussed that so many times. Representation hasn't changed. And so many things hasn't changed since this show began. So, all right. That was my 2 cents.
I also love how they put that emphasis on getting tested and how important that is. Back then there was this bigger push for that. You know, making sure you're tested, knowing your status, because it wasn't just in the LGBTQ plus community, but in all communities, people were just out there doing what they was doing, and the risk was very high. You know, and so I loved using that, the fact they use that platform also to preach about safe sex, the HIV epidemic, and getting tested and making that something that was not like a stigma around. You know, like it being just as casual as talking about grabbing a coffee, you know, making sure you were tested and knew your status.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
So, is it weird to y'all that Wade went to Ricky about Noah, and this next scene when it's to me, because to me Wade and Ricky don't, even at this point, don't get along. You don't think it's weird? Okay, maybe just me.
No. No, they don't get along.
They don't get along.
That's why.
But so it's weird to you, Kogi, that he went, because that's his best friend. Like,
right.
Even though Wade and Ricky don't get along, that's still Noah's best friend. So if Wade is concerned, like, who else would he go to except the one that should know everything and really know what's going on, which is Ricky?
Right. So that's why I had tweeted. So Noah's script is named what? Tiptoe, right? Noah's script, right?
Don't start me to lie.
What?
Girl, which episode did we?
Oh my god!
Which episode?
Y'all, don't do this to me live. Do not do me like this while we are live. Don't y'all start.
I mean, you mean like Noah's script in the beginning?
The student script?
Or are you talking about when he was rewriting Wade's script?
No,
Wade's script is called Bait and Switch, if we're talking about that one.
I know. When Brandy called and said, Noah, I've read your script. It's called Tiptoe, right?
What episode that was?
Well, girl,
this one, right? 5?
Didn't she say
5 or 6?
Oh Lord Jesus!
Okay, I know what you're talking about. So I know what it was
you're
called.
Talking about, but I think
we know what you're talking about.
6. I know. Okay, yes.
Let me go look, because
But hold up.
Okay, so oh my God, my Kogi brain is working, and now it is becoming.
You might be right.
It's becoming an embarrassing moment, world. This is what happens when nobody understands my brain.
I mean, maybe we just didn't pay attention to the title of Noah's script. So moving along, what about it?
Okay, so my point is, if the script is called Tiptoe, right? So this is how my brain works. I felt like part of the episode had to do how everybody is tiptoeing around everything. So yes, Ricky and Noah, they don't get along.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, but who else would you go to? Yep. Of course you're going to go to Ricky. So it's kind of like, gotta tiptoe, right? The whole rent and everything else that's going on. Everybody's tiptoeing. Everybody's tiptoeing around the topics right now. Like like Noah, he got that script rewrite. Why you didn't tell Noah?
Yeah, he should have told him that.
He should have told him from the very beginning. Yeah. So in my mind, that's how I think about stuff. Like, things within, when things are like titles of shows, they're titles for a reason. Sometimes it may not be blatant, but things that are happening within the show or the episode, that's where the title came from. So
you might be right.
It is indeed Tiptoe.
Okay.
No.
It is indeed Tiptoe.
All right, Kogi, yes.
Oh,
You knew exactly what you was talking about, girl.
Child, I ain't heard
I sure didn't know.
tiptoe, but
I know.
he said it clear as day. Noah, I read your script, tiptoe.
and see when she does that. But I mean, but no, for me, that's just, I just felt like everybody was tiptoeing all episode. So it was just funny that she said that.
I have to shoot
I get
Wade
it.
some more bail, and not quite there, but because he put together this surprise party in like 2 business days.
He did.
Okay.
From not knowing that it was even Noah's birthday in this store to what that party was. I don't know how people don't like Wade. I'm sorry. He be really
that party was, whew, it was so.
So let me ask y'all this: if your man was Jehovah's Witness, would you just not tell him it's your birthday because you heard Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate birthdays? Like, who don't tell a motherfucker it's their birthday? Like, I don't give a fuck what you celebrate. It's my motherfucking birthday. I'm sorry.
I see it from a standpoint of him not wanting Wade to feel pressure to get him something or do something, because if he's trying to respect
I mean,
their religion, their relationship. So so Wade is close enough where he's writing $4,000 checks. They are basically spending every day with each other. I don't know, because am I the only one that's like, my birthday tomorrow? He's just like, in general,
like my birthday coming up, and I gotta figure out what I'm going to do.
Not that I'm telling him it's my birthday, but like, me and my friends would be talking about my birthday. Like, my parents would be calling me about my birthday. I would have stuff in my house about my birthday. Like, because this is 3 weeks or whatever it is, but they're at each other's house. Like, I wouldn't be at nobody's house this early in a relationship, but they are. So it's nothing around the house that would indicate it's your birthday. You haven't been looking for a birthday outfit. You, of all people, Noah, haven't been looking for a birthday outfit.
This is
That's
true.
the part. And then when he was like, how did you know? I kind of felt a way like, why doesn't he know?
Yep.
And not you telling him. And not totally a way, because it's only a way if he didn't know and then Noah was like mad because he didn't do something. That's the only way that it'd be bad. But at this point, it's like, how do you know? Why? Like, this is your man that was just about to pay your rent. Why doesn't he know? Like, what's happening with this vagina? Because they don't know your birthday, but they paying rent.
It brings all the milkshakes
what's
to the
happening
yard.
with this
vagina is magical.
Noah's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Magical.
Wade is like, I don't even know your birthday, but I'm gonna write this $4,000 check.
I'm your man, right?
I'm your man, right? That vagina is mine, right?
Well,
now, here's my thing. I would have been telling him, because maybe he Jehovah's Witness, but what do that got to do with that mouth or anything else that you might have packaged up for my birthday? Because Jeremiah said it's your birthday, and I know you want to ride out. And so I would have been letting them know. That's exactly what I
want.
I should be getting that mouth every day.
That's the gift that keeps on giving, baby. You better blow out your candle. The fuck you talking about?
You blow out your candle.
Wait, somebody's cake. On my birthday? I'm sorry.
And then the candle wax comes down.
Oh my.
Girl,
oh my.
You know
y'all
what?
gonna make me edit this for you too, because there's a lot going on.
Oh my.
I am a respectable woman. Let me get myself together.
Part of that is, I don't know much about witnesses, but I would think so far nothing in Wade's life says that he's like a practicing witness. So I'm pretty sure different types of sexuality. I don't know anything about witnesses, but I'm sure like the flashiness, the Hummer, like from what I know about witnesses, that's not what Wade is giving. Now, that is Noah could know as little as I do, so he's just kind of going by whatever he's heard. But I wouldn't assume that he wouldn't celebrate my birthday because none of the rest of his life is in line with what I know a witness, what I consider a witness.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wade says as much. Does this look like a Jehovah's Witness to you?
Man, what is this, like the third
Wow.
time he picked up Noah when he walked in the house?
Yeah.
What's your birthday, boy? I said, oh, this must be his move.
Yes.
Yeah, he likes to pick Noah up. That's for damn sure. I feel him though.
Right? Noah's like a little cute, fun size little.
Times.
Mm-hmm.
At least 10 times in the new project, or Patrick gonna have to see me.
For sure.
Okay.
I
I'm with
need
you on that.
I need all the passion.
I need all
All
of
the
that.
passion.
Just for no reason. Hey, babe.
That's right.
I need all the passion. I need Junito. I need Junito to return. Baby.
I need that Rona Chronicles energy because baby, they was cutting up in Rona Chronicles.
Hello.
Wade came in there was like, "You getting dick tonight?" I was like,
"Oh yes." Wade was like,
Speak
"When
that
that Josh negative, you're gonna get dick down." That's it.
Yeah.
Hello. Even
like
the other castmates were like,
they was like they clutching pearls up in there. They was like, nigga.
Like it's been a minute since we filmed, huh?
They was like, was this in the script? Like for a minute, it seemed like they didn't.
Yeah, the way they reacted, I was like,
they said, "Damn, you really took these lines, huh?" Okay. Girl, let me hush. Child. Girl, let me. Ooh, girl, let me see. Girl. Ooh, my tea got cold. Okay.
So I have a question before we move on too far from Ricky and Noah and not Ricky and Noah, Wade and Ricky. Would y'all have said anything to the thief when you walked in this nigga's place that you don't like to talk about your man and they stealing everything on the shelves? I wouldn't open my mouth.
I don't know that I would even notice because if I'm here to talk to Ricky, I don't know. I
probably would have. Because just on some, I probably would have. I don't know if I would have chased him out the store. I'd have been like, yo, what? I would, or at least been bare minimum, just been looking around like, where the fuck is Ricky? Why is dude walking out? But when he said something to Ricky about it, now that, yes, my smart ass mouth would have said something. I would have been like, shit, you must got it like that. You in the back doing the most and people in your store getting that free merchandise. What time you be back here so I can come back and get Noah a little fit? Since you ain't been hooking him up, we find out later you ain't been hooking him up. We'll come up in here and get Noah fit.
Child. Of course she'll say that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Does he have a weapon? Like,
that's my thing. Like when he hey, and I'm like, even in general, like him, not like him, whatever.
Right.
You don't know if, like you said, the guy has a weapon or whatever. Are you prepared to do this? Like,
I don't want to sound away, but like, what are the odds that the person who was shopping at trade, what's it called? Trade analysis. Trade analysis is like, I'm going in here on some armed robbery type shit. Like, I feel like if we're going to go that far, go get your TV, go get your radio. You know what I'm saying? What was going on back in that? Was it 2005? I don't know.
They probably didn't come in to steal. They probably came in to shop.
Ain't nobody at the damn register.
Ain't nobody at the register.
Ain't nobody at the register.
Well, shit. Let me just go, because how long you been back there? Because I know if I'm ready to check out and I don't see, oh my God, free gift.
But you know, to be honest, at the end of the day, I just don't trust no motherfuckers. So I'm just of the belief, like,
well, because with Ricky, because it's like,
I don't know.
You don't, which explains that he comes from money that we found out later. But it's like, you gonna do that and nobody's at the front? Like, why not? Whatever you gonna do, you gonna do. But either lock the door or wait till you have an employee there, like one or the other. But He don't need the money.
Ricky just gives give me a tax incentive, write off. Like it's just merely a storefront. Cause he legit runs nothing correctly.
It's
somebody on the timeline. Somebody on the timeline said it was just for him to meet men. Typically he just has the store to meet men.
I mean, it's like a clothing bathhouse.
Right. That's what it's doing.
That's
how you lure them in. Lure them in to purchase clothes, and then you pounce on them.
That sounded a little rapey, but whatever.
I mean, this is 2005. There was a lot of rapey shit going on.
I stopped there. Okay.
I mean, come on, we talking about Ricky. He just walks up to niggas and starts sticking his tongue in their mouth. Ricky, if we really honest about it, Ricky is problematic. Ricky ain't getting no consent.
Now you know what? Now if we gonna go that, I will tell you, honey, in this year of our Lord, he would be jailed for sure.
Okay.
Now if we keeping it $1, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Now back in 2005, though, you can get away with that.
I guess on TV.
Right. I'm going.
No, well, I mean, I'm gonna say this: people were more free to try it, and then see if you go for it back then. Now you might get slapped up, clapped up, whatever the case may be, but I feel like now you have more to worry about than just that person's reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I graduated. Lord, I'm not about to say that. So anyway, but back in that, around them times, like you be at the little party, you be at the little function, and the dude is just walking up and thrusting them ball sacks on you. Like he is just coming up and trying to see what he can do. And if you gonna let him do it, then he was gonna continue. And if you did not let him do it, then he was like, "Oh well, fuck you anyway." So I'm just saying. I could see
my 2005 parties were.
That was just I
just made that shit up. In 2005, I was a mother of 2 and I was at home. But
okay, I went
to the club here and there.
Did I even go to parties in 2005?
I went to the club sporadically, but dudes would just walk up on you, start dancing and grabbing you and what's up, shawty, and they was just going, not sticking their tongue in your mouth. But let me just say, okay, I got a friend, and he hangs out in Boys Town in Chicago, and some of the stories that I hear about some of the parties, like there was a party where dude just started sucking people's toes. I don't remember there being no consent.
What?
So Noah had rode up on this bike, right? So
don't do me like that, y'all. It's in the material. Ricky was just walking up to people, putting his tongue in their mouth.
Girl, wait.
I'm not making this up.
You not.
Okay, so
please capture.
Noah had went up on the bike. Okay.
Because
ching ching.
I'm just saying that sucking of the toes randomly in the club.
I'm citing my references. No, this was a hotel party, but that's after the club. Anyway, I was just citing my references.
That's all. For the citation.
I wasn't there, so this is a disclaimer.
I mean, you did say your friend, so we gonna go with that.
In the room with us.
I wasn't there.
I'm just saying, honey, because last time somebody told me that it wasn't them, it was really them who got the girl pregnant.
I don't do nothing
at
with
the
feet,
Omega party on P Valley. I mean, not P Valley, on Prairie View A&M campus. But okay, go ahead.
Well, that wasn't me, and this ain't one of them for a friend moments. I absolutely not.
Good.
Ching ching ching.
Well, walk on.
Noah's coming with the bike.
Right. Yep. Right. That's part.
So what did y'all think the first time you saw Noah ride up on this bike?
I felt like that probably wouldn't even really be strange in California, except for the fact that they know Noah's tea. Like, why wouldn't you just be taking a leisurely bike ride in the sun? Like they were rollerblading in episode 1. Today, Noah wants to go for a bike ride because it's a beautiful day.
So, no, in California, it is not odd. Do you see Noah Nicholson riding anybody's bike anywhere for any reason?
And he wanted to go rollerblading, so yes. Pardon me.
No, he wanted to go see Wade.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like bike riding is somehow different. I don't. Maybe I'm.
A little bit.
20 years since I've
Rollerblading
been to California. I just feel like
huge because they're West Hollywood. What are they? Might be. I don't know the area like that. Venice Beach, maybe they're at.
Okay.
So yes, if you're somewhere like that, yeah, they obviously aren't a bike riding crew. Except for Ricky, who's the only one that knew how to think. But I am Alex, and Alex is me. When he's like, "What? Don't fucking. Where the fuck is your car? The fuck are you talking about?" Right? No, like, cause you can't just. Cause how long do you think they would have gone if Alex hadn't said nothing and nobody? They was just gonna act like they didn't see the bike. Like he done parked the bike next to the table. And they like, be cool. Alex like, fuck, be cool. Where the fuck is your car? What is going on?
I feel like they all would have, like, it would have been a couple more seconds before Chance said something. I think they all would have eventually said something because where the hell did the damn bike come from?
Chance was all up in trying to be Little C. And I'm sorry. Wouldn't no man be calling me Little C? It's Big C, not the little one. But that's neither here nor there.
I was trying to figure out, was Lil like a really big thing back then? Like right now, you got Lil everybody, Lil Baby, Lil.
Not like it is now.
Not then.
Not like
but I'm like, where do you get Lil C from for this grown ass man who's all of what? Is Chance 40? Like, how old is this man? And he is Lil C?
They're not 40 in this. They're supposed to be like in their 20s, right?
Chance too? That's crazy. They supposed to be in their 20s with Chance? Professor Counter is 20?
Not 20, like 29.
No, I'm gonna say no.
Professor Counter? I don't know.
Then how are they friends? It's such a weird
Noah
group.
said he took Chance's class and then whatever.
You're right. You're right.
Right. So Noah was a student under Chance. So Chance is very well.
But he doesn't necessarily.
A man of a certain age, maybe.
I don't think 40.
Chance gives at least 40.
I mean, my blacks don't crack, baby. And Chance is definitely giving.
Chance gives fine cognac.
What do they call it?
Him and Eddie.
Looking for character
wikis? Yeah, girl. Yeah, Eddie. Eddie gives custard.
And then everybody. Oh shit.
Can you elaborate for me on the custard?
What does that mean?
I need a little more. Does it have a film on top or
custard, honey?
Like
from scratch?
I can't describe it. It's just
we don't have no ages on here.
I'm feeling like Noah's the baby. Everybody's older. So my thing is like Ricky. I mean, Noah's probably like 24, 25. Ricky's like 30. Him and Eddie.
I think it's funny. If I'm not mistaken, I think Daryl is actually the oldest of the cast members. Because currently Daryl's 49. Jensen is 46. So I just thought that was interesting when I was looking at their ages. I was like, oh, it's like that. Oh no, wait, Rodney Chester's 58 currently.
I feel like
let me see Doug.
I feel like Doug's in his 50s also.
He's like 55, right?
I think so.
60. He looks very good.
Damn, he looks great.
He looks very good.
Okay, y'all, a custard tart.
Yeah, please. Because I don't know how to. What
is that supposed to make it better? Like, what is happening?
Right?
I need a little more though.
Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just a custard. Like, he's a custard. Everybody, when y'all all just talking about everybody, right? So for me, Eddie is just custard.
So when you think custard, like if custard is on the dessert table and you're walking up, what is it giving?
Custard for me is giving, it's not a bad dessert. But it is a dessert that one leaves when you have a choice of 5. It will be the last choice. It won't be thrown away, but it will be the last choice. And upon eating, you will bite into the custard tart, and I guarantee you'll go like this. You know what I'm saying? It's an acquired taste.
So it's not like a jelly donut, like when you get a little custard filled donut, and you're like, this is delicious and fulfilling.
Right.
And
it's
and that cream pops in your mouth.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
Not that.
Not like that.
No.
Not the same creaminess.
No, it's given.
Tia, please, I cannot say that. I've been trying to hold it together, and you and Kogi is just taking this way too fucking serious, and he is just leading us all astray.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, all right.
So let's talk about Brandy.
You guys.
Rewrite Carl and Noah in.
Wait. Oh my God. Wow.
Oh, that was deep.
So
where we at, y'all? We at Brandy. What Brandy did?
So, after they talk about why Noah ain't got no, his core, we see that Brandy has called Noah into the office and she wants to talk. She wants to offer him a job.
Amen.
A rewrite.
How would you have felt if you were Noah once you saw it was Wade's script? Would you have took it?
Yep. I would. I couldn't do my job.
No, Tanika said that fast as fuck, y'all. Y'all see that?
No thought at all. She said,
he was just
would you
multiple months behind on his rent.
Would you have even had his little, but that's Wade's script? You would have been like, thanks.
Yeah. When I got to get this back to you, because I'm finna go do this right now. I'm not. Yeah. Don't all scripts go through rewrites? Like, why is?
So I don't know that, because that's what I was wondering.
Oh Lord, sorry, y'all.
Why wouldn't they ask? So this is the first time I saw that this may have been Brandy being shady, because in my mind the whole time I was thinking, why wouldn't they have just told Wade, hey, we'd like it to look more like this? Because isn't that what normally, I'm not a TV person, so I don't know, but isn't it like, okay, we got this, we'd like it to have whatever she asked Noah to do? So this is where I'm really starting to see, maybe she's mad about the threesome. I don't know, because why are you giving it to Noah?
She was being underhanded. Like, that would be a conversation in the room of writers, which would include Wade. She was
because at what point did she decide? Here's the thing: whenever Wade turned this script in, at what point did she decide? First of all, it needed a rewrite. They did, like you said, they have not informed him, and you're like, "Oh, Noah, I have the perfect script for you." It wasn't just I got this random script here. This is the only script I have, or you just happen to be here at the right time. Here's the script. This is the perfect script for you. And it just so happens to be your boyfriend / the nigga that ruined my good time a couple of weeks ago script.
Because you was killing it in the threesome, boo.
He was like, I was ready to, baby, I was ready to take a trip. My bags was packed. I bought my tickets. Okay. I was riding the train. And this nigga canceled my ticket, canceled my trip, kicked me out so he can have you to himself. And now here's the perfect time.
Yeah.
To just throw some bullshit, throw something on these tracks, because baby, I'm pissed. Like anything, she could have got nowhere to do any fucking thing. But she said the perfect script. She was waiting at the door for Noah to come through. She had been laughing about the shit. 10 minutes before time, she looked at her watch. She said, "Hoo, hoo, hoo. It's almost time for me to introduce this bullshit," because she was hoping that was gonna ruin Wade and Noah's little thing. Like, you did it to me, now I'm doing it to you. However,
you don't think so?
Like if it was,
yeah, because baby, the way she's shaking these twigs in her head, goddamn, baby, my God. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Brandy's never given me any of that.
Baby, please let Tanika talk.
Come on. I feel like she played it off well, because like when he said, "This is Wade's script," and she says, "No."
I feel like Brandy's messy.
So, but that's the part that makes me think it was vendetta.
She may have given him the script to make it a little more messy. Like, I don't know how rewrites go in movies. So, like, I'm sure Wade knows that this script has to go through a rewrite, and I'm sure
it does.
He would be a part of the rewrite, but is it out the way for a whole nother writer to come in and do the rewrite or help with the rewrite?
No, it's not out of the way for another writer to come in. Okay. However, usually the original writer is aware.
So
like it's like Wade is right there. Like, I mean, just the scene is totally set up in a way where it's clearly Brandy being.
I definitely think she was being messy. But so Wade has one movie already sold. They did the whatever the hell Will Smith movie or whoever the hell that movie was. He writes another script. They don't want a Will Smith Part 2, whatever that was. So he sends the script. They say, okay, this needs to go through rewrites, but we need somebody else that can bring a little something extra, a little something different. Makes one of the characters gay, like Noah likes to always do. We need a little different flavor on it. They wouldn't give that script to someone that can bring the different flavor. Like, I feel like Wade knows his shit got to go through rewrite.
Wade does know he does know that. Wade does know it has to go through rewrites.
I don't think, and it's the next episode where we get into this part. He knows, because that's what he tells them in the next episode when we get to it. Like, I'm waiting for my rewrite money to come. So that, I don't know if that means they get paid. Like, you do a write, you get paid for that. You do a rewrite, you get paid for that.
There's a fee.
Or if this is, so that would take something like what Tanika says is, you might get called in, like maybe Wade rewrites other people's stuff. Like, and so he gets paid the fee and that kind of stuff. But it's a couple of things for me with that, which we'll get to on the next episode. I'd have took it. I wouldn't have even said what Noah said. I would have been like, oh, this is Wade. So I've been like, oh shit, that's unfortunate. And I walked out. Now I would have told him.
Funny.
Immediately. I would have told him.
Yes.
He tried.
He tried.
He didn't try hard enough, because all this him and Han didn't need to go on. Just say I was down to Brandy's office. She gave me bait and switch to do a rewrite. We don't gotta go through all this.
Well, he might not get his.
You know, Wade is dramatic, so he wanted to like, ease it in slow with a little lube or something. You know.
You said Wade is dramatic.
Wade is dramatic, like, so. But as soon as he came in, he was like, "We gotta talk," and Wade's like, "No, baby, wait, let's do this. It's your birthday. I got all the surprise." So Noah doesn't want to, like,
dampen the mood or whatever.
He
He don't want to
tried.
drop it down
Now,
real hard. He wants to,
I would not have tried to tell him at my birthday party. Like, I don't know if
Right.
that's the
Right.
selfishness in me. Like, I'd have been like, oh shit, it's gonna have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, it's another time or
I don't know
day.
that I would have told him on my birthday in general. Like, so I'll shoot him some bail on that. Like, it's my birthday. Let's have today and do that. So, and I don't know if when we go to the next episode, episode 6, if how much time has passed, because I don't think this is the day after the birthday, because all of a sudden
he went from
on 900 bills all of a sudden.
So
he went from $4,000,
$7,000
$7,000 class so I can't pay my bills.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't have told him on my birthday, but I would have told him before we got to wherever time has passed in this next scene. Like, because no, that's not okay. But I still would have took the script though, because like Tanika said, I'm behind on my rent. You told me to get a job, I got a job, so what's the problem?
Yep.
Yep. Business is business, and everything else is chewed up cow grass. But you know,
writers, you haven't written anything else. You don't got nothing else in the pipeline, because we'll get to that later. Because I'm like, why? Yes, it's a big deal, but
no, because Brandy been acting shady this whole time. Wade was on top when he was dicking her down and then inviting her to the threesomes. And then when he had because come on, when they came to the threesome, she was baby. He already had this lined up. When he met Noah, he was like, I got this girl. He was Brandy baby. Baby, they been doing this. They was been doing a little office boogie. That's why he was getting all them Will Smith
Brandy?
Wade
and Brandy was doing it.
Yeah, you don't think so? He was like,
that's not what I received.
How you invite a random stranger to a threesome?
You gotta
have a comfortability.
Yeah. I'm with you.
When he opened up the door, was like,
it was like, this is my girl.
Yes,
it's giving. I didn't hear that. Yeah.
Those first couple of episodes,
it was given that. Absolutely,
I get you. Okay,
to what it evolved to, where it seems like they almost don't know each other, because like Wade's not even calling her Celly, he's calling her office to get patched through to her,
because she ain't been answering his calls ever since he said, "Excuse me, baby. Could you give us a moment? I need to talk to Noah."
You right.
He ain't been answering him. She ain't been answering Wade on the personal cell.
So it never gave me that they had been together before. This is why I asked when we did those first 2 episodes, would you have done this if it was Brandy? Because to me, it seems like it didn't seem like they had already had a sexual relationship. It seemed like this is the girl down to Paramount Studios, and he asked her to be a part of the threesome. So I'm like, why would you ask her?
Girl down to
how do you ask your boss to a threesome if you ain't got a level of comfortability with her already?
I feel like they was talking, and he knows her, and he explained the situation to her, and I feel like there was an attraction there, but I don't feel like they had a prior sexual relationship.
So this seems like maybe this was at some kind of cocktail party with execs and they had a kinky combo or something, because that's not a lunchtime type of conversation. It really does feel like one of those little after work exec cocktail type of things, and then you have that conversation after like 5 drinks. You know what I'm saying?
So she went to Wade house to fuck 2 strange ass niggas.
Okay. Baby, I was going. Now, look, girl, I was going off of what Tanika had said. Now,
that's
listen.
I think that we're all saying something similar. There was an evolution in our thoughts.
Something
like when we first saw, it was like, because I don't know if he said baby or what Wade said.
He did say Brandy baby, Brandy baby.
Kiss her, Brandy baby. So I'm thinking this is a girlfriend, or at least somebody he's dating. But then they were so uncomfortable on the couch. It was like Sneaker said, it wasn't given like we've been doing this before. It was definitely given like friends with no benefits or something like, and then it was like, she works at the studio, like the studio you work at, like Sneaky said, down to the Paramount Studios. And then after this, it barely seems like Wade and her, like in every other interaction they have, they don't even seem like they really know each other for real. So I think it's an evolution, because it did initially give girlfriend, somebody I'm dating, something like that, but we don't ever see anything after. Like, she never asked him about Noah. There's no conversation that we see them having. So yeah. But maybe she liked him and he knew that, and maybe that's how the conversation came. Like, maybe he had, because he was, already questioning sexuality or whatever, already thinking, what did you say Noah was? Sexually enticing. And he was already thinking that. Then when it was like, oh, I know she likes me like that, I know I could probably get her to come agree to something that one of my other chicks probably wouldn't agree to, because she likes me like that, which would go to her now on the other side feeling a way about how it went down, and now doing this to be shady with Noah. That actually makes a lot of sense. I think.
I guess I can see it.
I can see it. I can see it.
Anything is possible. We're all using our imagination.
Let's go to the corner of Hustler and Whore. And the Black AIDS Institute. Where are we at? Okay, I see where you're at. Okay. So, okay, I have a slight issue with this, and maybe I am not seeing it correctly. Did Alex talk to Trey before he quit his job and opened this nonprofit?
It's giving
not.
I'm trying
to
sound
like something. Alex would definitely just quit his job and go on a crusade to do some random shit without consulting.
I can see him quitting that day that he had to chase after that man to give him his HIV results. I can see him being like, yeah, I'm all set on this. But I feel like they obviously had a conversation, because when we get to the
Trey
Black
was there. Yeah,
he's right
Trey's
there.
Yeah.
I like Trey. Where he get the money at to
buy the him and Trey don't seem like they doing badly.
They got coins.
Yeah, they got coins, and this is at the corner Hustler.
But y'all just said what he doing with all the Louis, and y'all was confused about how he got the Louis bags, but now he got money to open up a store. I mean, a clinic.
Top right, your left said that.
That would be Tia.
If I'm not gonna be anywhere, I'm gonna be in a nigga pocket. I'm saying, but y'all had cleared me up that Trey probably bought it. So Trey probably had the coins, because this it's not in a great neighborhood.
Right.
So it probably didn't cost nothing. They have them do a lot of stuff. And this is where we first find out that Ricky's family is rich, which makes so much sense with everything that's going on here. What did you think about Alex opening up? Did you think it was a good idea? Did you think he maybe should have tried to reform where he was working before, or was that done? Like, this is the next move?
I mean, like, well, clearly his boss and him had different views on how to handle the community, right? So I don't think there was anything he could really do, because his boss really pretty much made it clear he didn't want him getting the people off the streets. He had a negative view of those people on the streets, and those are the most at risk people. So he really spoke nasty of the people that Alex was bringing in. So I don't think there was any way to reconcile that, which was the catalyst for Alex to say, hey, I need to be able to really help people, and I need to be doing this on a level where there's respect for everyone that comes in here and their situations. especially those at-risk youth, because at the end of the day, you got a young homeless teen or young adult who's out here selling themselves because of where they're at. They are the most at risk. And you can't expect them to be willing to come and get tested or get treatment and get those things if you're not respectful. So, I mean, I guess to me, it made the most logical choice is to right the wrong that you see and fix the need.
I agree.
Yeah, I think sometimes we have to just take care of our own community. And I think that's exactly what Alex is doing. And sometimes we just have to do that. And I'm glad that he has a supportive husband. Because a lot of times when you have a passion, you don't have a supportive partner. And so it's a really, really good thing. And his partner is in healthcare. So I think they're just perfectly matched anyway, right?
I like this couple.
Right, me too, because there's that understanding, even though they have issues, which is not cute, but it's like things that I feel
normal
was important to have on screen, because I think all couples have had that kind of like issue of like what's okay, what's considered cheating when it comes to pornography, et cetera, et cetera. But just that commonality of healthcare and how to treat people and everything else. I love them as a couple. Yeah. So
they're one of my favorites.
Yeah. Totally.
So Team Money and Lil C, I'm sorry, Big C, not the little one.
No, he
is
Lord Jesus.
It's in the hoopty. I thought this was a cute scene, although I thought Chance was doing a much in this car.
Much. Oh,
he was giddy.
So, am I confused at why T Money took the keys out the car when the cops came?
You're not the only one confused.
I don't get it.
For what?
Yeah.
Like, I get the running, but why? Like, what? Because now they in, what did Ricky call it? Gangland? Gang whatever.
Yeah.
And your car is just there. Your tricked out hoopty is just there because you took the keys. Like, and then who invited him to the party?
And he just walked in the door.
Who invited that man?
Knock on the door. He just came on.
Who invited that man?
Have you been over here before? Do you know?
No address. Maybe he was gonna take Chance
they was probably
to the party prior to the situation, so he had the address in his phone.
But he still need to ring the doorbell or knock on the door or something.
Did he just walk in?
When y'all have parties at your house, do you have people knock and ring? Because I know I have gone to parties where they just have it open and people just come in. I have gone to parties.
I've been to both. I've been to both.
But
both.
When you show up, you press the doorbell or you knock on the door. You don't just, I mean.
Well.
Most people don't assume the door's open.
I've done both.
Yeah, I've been to both, like a barbecue, and the front door is just open. You can come through the gate, come through the front of the house, or whatever.
Yeah, there have been both. But then there's also been situations where they have a sign that says door is open.
Yeah, open, come on in.
Yeah,
and we don't know what it said on the other side.
You're right.
Yeah.
So maybe they did put a door up. I don't know.
Why was Guy invited? Guy is not Noah's friend.
He's Wade's friend.
He's Wade's
friend. Why is your homeboy, who barely likes me, invited to my birthday party? Like, Guy was given, when he met Guy, as soon as he came in with Noah in the last episode, when they was holding hands, Guy turned his whole back to their ass. He didn't even say hi.
But we don't know.
But they had the little conversation. And then we find out later that Guy is
running up behind Trey. But I'm just saying, it was like anybody on the show was invited to damn Noah's party.
Well, this is Wade throwing it. So, of course, anybody was invited.
Why?
Which makes me question way down why none of Wade's friends are at their wedding, but that's way, way down the line.
Girl,
well, they done had to get rid of Guy and Vic. What's it called? Had to run his bar, and Wade ain't got no other friends because he's been up Noah's ass this whole time. He was recuperating.
You have to stop.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean it like that. No, this time I'm actually.
Oh, that's how I was thinking.
This time, I mean, just
that was where I was at, but okay.
This was the one time I was actually not in the gutter.
Okay.
So
yeah, I just meant following up behind him a lot.
Would you, if you were Chance, would you have talked to T Money after he left you out in gangland?
Hell no. You didn't abandon me. I done got arrested. I am a senior professor. Damn it, I am respected in my community. Now I was out here playing reindeer games with your ass, trying to play hood boys from the hood and shit. But then when it's going to get tough, you abandoned me. You left me with the po-po, and you took the keys. I was stranded in a phone booth, scared for my motherfucking life. And you showed up to the party like with that fucked up kiss and shit. You can't even kiss.
Get
the fuck up out of here. I'd have my boys escort him the fuck up out of there.
Go off, baby girl. Go off. Go off.
Red flag, red flag, red flag. When the going gets tough, your ass is gonna run and leave me stranded. Baby, I wouldn't have had no time for that.
Amen. Amen.
I want to say yeah because I like T Money, but
here she
like,
fucking
he got 2 strikes. He had weed on him. I understand why.
I told you. Okay, what did I tell you, Tia? She don't think his kisses are bad, girl. She lying.
He wasn't even using his lips. He was kissing like this.
Okay, so
he was blotting his lipstick. He wasn't kissing.
I likes me a good thug, but I would have been what Tanika say all set when he said I had weed on me and I got 2 strikes. I'd have been all set. Like I would have been all set on T Money right then and there. And I likes me a thug, but you're not doing it right if you already got 2 strikes. And it's not. I cannot. I
said she like her a thug, y'all.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little.
What is okay? Hold on. What is your thug level though, Tia?
Less than 2 strikes.
You gotta be good at your job. If your occupation is criminal, you got to be good at it. She said, and she did
2
that.
strikes, and you got the weed on you where they can find it. That ain't my kind of gangster.
Oh my god,
that's main cousin.
That ain't my kind of gangster.
He might be a little better criminal than Maine, but
girl,
not by much.
Not Maine.
Well, at least he got a storefront. He could, he got a legitimate business that is the front while he sell the drugs out the back. So that's a step. That's a step up.
Who?
T Money. He got the store. Down there at Slauson.
Yeah,
down there at Slauson.
Oh, okay.
So was Eddie justified in coming up after they kissed and was like,
girl?
Because Chance was like, no. Eddie. And I'm like, oh, Eddie. I'd have been like, Eddie. Back in T Money's face. Because what are you talking about right now?
Well, at least he came and got him. He did come and get him.
Pick him up.
And pick him up. But I wouldn't have gave two fuck, nigga. I caught you with the young little 22-year-old in the living room couch with my homeboys, and you was in there doing something strange. You ain't even getting no change. You cannot say nothing about what I'm doing.
Oh, I know. If niggas don't have shit, they have the audacity. Because how did you talk about boyfriend?
Audacity.
Okay, we is broke up.
That is not.
You is my Uber driver today, bitch.
Exactly.
Like Franklin said, that's where you think we are. We're somewhere else. We're somewhere else.
We're somewhere else. We're somewhere else. That's funny. Ooh.
So before we get too far past this, we got to get into Mr. Ricky. Like, would this have been okay with y'all in friendship? Like, Chance called him. He was stranded. I need you. I'm out here. I'm scared. Come get me. Would y'all still have been friends with Ricky when this was all done?
I got some fuck ass friends, but even my fuck assiest friend would not have done this.
I keep wondering, why are they friends with him? This is a constant question.
Yeah, I still don't understand. I mean, I understand when you brought it up. Remember when you talked about them being friends with Ricky, Tia, which was
At
such
the drag, yeah,
it was
but what you said was when they need him, he shows
up. He shows up, right? And then that's exactly
and it's not
right.
for no good reason.
When no one needs him, he shows up.
Well,
be right.
That's the key.
Okay, well, we have a correct answer. Bottom left, you're right. No arguments.
We don't even know how they go see it. You talking about left and right? It could be totally switched.
Exactly. That's why I say both, because we don't even know. But either way it go, Ja is very much correct.
Because you could have got all the ass, the same ass that you could have got when you went and got
all day long.
Right.
Yeah. They was
I'll be right back.
Like,
don't go nowhere.
Yeah. The booty is still the booty.
There. Like, you walking out to get your friend, and you see, like, you have hundreds of guys. You've been with hundreds of guys. Like, I'm not even trying to be that guy, but this ass ain't too much different from
That's what I'm saying. Like,
even if it's superhead times 2 you about to get, it's still, you had it. So go get your friend and come back. Yep. Like, the mindset, like, is he on drugs? Like, how do you even get to, my friend just told me, and he knew where he was, because he was like, where you at? You think I'm finna come in the middle of gangland? And Chance was like, I need you. Okay, I'm coming. So you know that not just he's stranded, but he's stranded in a terrible area.
Thank you.
What happens? It can't. And then when later on it's like, yeah, I'm sorry. And I'm like, Chance, like, what, you think you can just come in here and say I'm sorry and we cool? Like, it's years of shit you probably gonna have to do for me to even talk to you, let alone for us to be friends. Because what if something had happened?
Exactly.
What if I did get shot? What if I did get robbed or beat up or whatever? Like, how do you even
And then when they discussed it, he still didn't take it serious. He still didn't say sorry.
Yeah.
He said some fuck ass shit back to him about.
When he was like, you with the stripper, and he was like, don't forget the waiter.
Yeah.
And then it was like, and then Chance just walked out. Like,
that's when Chance should have slapped the taste out his fucking
unserious.
mouth.
But
yeah,
and this is one of those. Overall, Ricky is one of those characters that has some good points, but then, like how I talked about, like Mercedes or like Pastor Woodbine and P Valley, but this one thing, like, this is my one thing, like, I don't care what, like, Ricky does from here forward. I'm like, but you left Chance stranded. Like, every episode, you left Chance stranded. Like, it's one of those, like, unforgivable things to me personally.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like nobody was mad enough. Like,
not nearly.
Alex is not cussing his ass out because you left Chance out there on the street. Noah don't have nothing to say about Chance being left out on the street when he called you. You in here having sex in the shower.
Eddie didn't beat his ass. Yeah. Eddie, you talking about I'm the boyfriend? You should have been slapping this motherfucker as soon as you walked in the party. Like, how dare you leave my nigga out here? Like, whatever. Like, you so worried about T Money. What about Ricky? Like,
you right, Tanika. Like, you are so right. There was not enough anger in the room for me.
Right. So something I noticed, we asked this question, I think, before, or I've seen it asked before, and it was about how did Trey and Guy get hooked up? And so I realized that it was at this party. Yep. And I've watched it a couple times, and I never really noticed that this is that moment where there is, you know, Kiki and at the party, and then Trey comes up, and he's like, oh, you know, I just met Wade's friend Guy, and he's gonna help me get some moonlight and shifts down to the hospital or whatever.
Yep.
So I thought that was interesting because like I said, I've seen that question a few times. Like, okay, when did they become besties?
Yeah, I noticed it. I think because we brought it up before, I noticed it watching it this time. I was like, oh, but y'all know how I'd be like in and out.
Yeah.
So did we like Noah and Wade's little murder moment?
Yes.
Girl. When you brought that
That's
up,
a Wade moment. Wade did it first.
Wade hit it first. Did it first.
Yeah,
I guess.
When you brought that up, Tia, I was like, oh my God. This is the thing with watching a show like this that came out so long ago, because now you're reflecting like backwards. It's like you've fallen in love with Murda and Cliff, and you've been like in love with those moments that were specifically for them, Miss Tia. Like you've been, oh my God, the lights, the car, and then you rewatch this and you're like, holy fuck, they did do that shit. And now you're just like, okay, well, y'all can share the moment when it's like, okay, no, but they did do it first. So, but I
don't remember that shit when I'm rewatching P-Valley.
Wade did. I mean, but
high key, Wade kind of did it better. He had the roses.
But we can't. We can't even compare because the coins are set up. The coins are set up different, baby. The coins are set up different. We are in a different area. This is not Chucalissa. This is West Hollywood. This is Santa Monica. This is Los Feliz. This is a little bit different. That's number one. Okay, but
I guess they was equal.
But sentimental wise, baby, the love.
Oh, this is what I wanted to say, and we should almost be done, but because we have another to do.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Do y'all think that the ARC doesn't like Wade? Like, do you get that they don't like Wade? Because this scene at the end when they're doing the flowers gives me, not that this scene, but I've never felt like they didn't, but in the movie, he's like, your friends don't like me, they never liked me. And I never got that at all. I get they're protective of Noah, but I've never got that they just straight up and down don't like Wade. And this scene specifically brought that up in my mind because if I don't like your dude, I'm not up on the balcony throwing flowers down on y'all like in this loving situation. So I always wonder how Wade got there in the movie, because I'm like, what makes you think they don't like you? Like, they would have tried to run you off if they didn't like you. They just don't like some of the shit you do, but I don't think they don't like Wade.
I got it a little bit later, but not here.
Okay.
As they go on, like more to season 2, which is really weird because what happens between the two of them is Noah's fault, but they're acting like Wade is, the villain.
I agree with that 100%. When we get there, I thought this up because I was like, I had to think, like, didn't Noah cheat on Wade? Okay.
Yeah, it was really Noah's fault. I can't even hold y'all.
As far as
almost everything that has happened, between them, because Wade is on his fuck shit, but mostly because what we talked about, he's just trying to figure stuff out. But nothing is like malicious or just straight up stupid. Like,
y'all, when he was working at that furniture store and never mind.
I don't remember none of that. I gotta watch it again.
He was fine in that furniture store uniform.
Yes, he was.
But I was really talking about him, it being a hard time. Girl,
we get there. We got anything else for this episode?
I got some from last episode. I know. I noticed it today, and I was like, "Damn, how do I work that in?" And I really couldn't. Well, I could have, but we didn't have that.
But now you're gonna work it in because you're saying it,
right? So, did y'all realize that when they went to the bar in the last episode, that was directly after the drag show? What the fuck time was the drag show at, and what time was it over? So Wade is wearing the same outfit from the steps when they go in the club. So you mean to tell me not only did they get ready for their performance in 5 minutes? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He got on the jeans with the flannel. He's got the jeans with the flannel button up on and the white shoes. Noah comes up. That the last one. That's Don't Make Me Over.
4.
And then when they walk into the bar to play pool, Wade is wearing them jeans and that same damn button-up shirt.
I didn't notice that.
I ain't noticed that either till today when I went to not today, yesterday when I went to go do my little what you call it. I wound up going too far back, and then when I get in the bar, I said, "Now wait a minute." I said, "Wait a Mississippi minute." This the same outfit. So you mean to tell me that they went to the drag show and it was early enough for that's the same outfit. So Noah went home, took off his nails, his makeup, Vic took the hair down, and they went to the bar. And that's why Victor was like, damn, you finally made it. And he was like, yeah, because Noah was in there getting undressed from the drag show. He didn't say that, but I just added that. That was
Wait, but some days have happened. Wait.
That's what I thought, but Wade is wearing the same outfit from the
steps. It's directly after he walks up.
Now, this is what I will say. In Atlanta, and I don't know much about LA, we have after hours joints here. So, like, up until not too long, like, you could, what time is it? 2:27. 2:27. I could get up and go somewhere and be out till 5:00, like somewhere. Yeah. At an after hours club. Mm-hmm. I would think LA probably has the same kind of thing.
They do. We had that too.
So they went to go shoot pool at 2:00 in the morning after the drag show. With Guy and
we have that too. Yeah, we have places here like that. Yeah, we have like literally. I could go right now. It closes at 5 a.m. 6 a.m. Pool. What is that? Air hockey. Mm-hmm. All this stuff. No, Atlanta is a different place. Like, for real,
girl. Yeah.
It's a different place. Used to have a video of 3 a.m. traffic, and it was looking like Atlanta's it was looking like something
we
different.
Used to have this place that we used to go to, and it didn't close till the sun came up. Mm-hmm. So it's like 6:00 in the morning is when we would leave. It was a gay club, and
almost all of them 4 to 6 a.m. around. Yeah. And we're a big weekday here. Like people go out during the week. Like most of us don't really go out on the weekends because to us it's like amateur hour because it's all like the people that just go out on weekends. Like when I was in college, Monday through Thursday were like our go out nights, and the weekends we would chill. Mm-hmm. So it's just different.
Sunday Radio.